here are the next possible waves and targets you can expect on CELR, Celer, by the way. So yeah, we're going to update really all of these charts. Always we're going to start with the higher time frame, and then we're going to move on the medium and lower time frame really, so we can get everything to crush the chart. So first of all, let's pull here the log scale so you can really understand in what context we are. What I'm saying here is the context. It's simply, for example, what is this push to the upside? So we can expect some bigger higher time frame wave. For example, if here we have a correction, then we expect to be here in a bigger correction. If here we have 5 waves, we expect to be in an A, B, C zigzag or in a wave 1, 2, 3, or 5. Okay, so what do we have here to the upside? We have 5 waves, and you can all see that we have 5 waves here. So these right here are the higher time frame smaller wave, by the way, right here. And the higher time frame bigger wave. So here we'll have more likely a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so an impulsive here, as always, when you have an impulsive, what you can look for here in a bigger time frame, it's simply a bigger wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or as always, a bigger A, B retracement, and then a C here to the upside. 5 waves, correction, 5 waves. This is the most important for now. We have to understand 5 waves, correction, 5 waves. Okay, so the thing is now, here we have 5 waves. So down to the downside here, what do we have? We have a W first, an X and a Y. I'm not going to go through all the smaller waves, smaller wave. Okay, I'm just gonna stay very simple. Gonna just show you these waves here. It's in my opinion enough for you to understand everything. So WXY here, we'll have more likely a correction here first of all, not 5 waves, for example, correction 5 ways. Okay, it's or no 5 ways impulsive down here, for example, this is more likely a correction. So if we have a correction first, then we look more likely for a bigger WXY down. So WX, we'll have another correction, then we'll have a 5 waves here, correction, 5 ways down. So we have an ABC zigzag into the white wave. Okay, so that brings us with this bigger WXY down. Okay, so in that case we'll have a 5 ways impulsive, WXY, so we'll have a 5 ways correction. If we have a 5 ways correction, as always, then we can make, of course, a bigger correction. But first of all, I want to show you the most probable scenario. I'm going to do it like this now. I think I'm going to show you first the more probable scenario, and then I'm going to switch to, if we have to do something else, we can look for this. Okay, so in any case, you're ready and you know what to expect next. But first of all, I'm going to show you the most probable waves at the moment, and if we have, for example, to go more down from here or to do something else, then the most probable scenario, I'm going to let you know next what we can expect really with the targets and everything. So you really have a complete update and you know exactly what to expect. So here, what do we have to the upside? Okay, so if we have done the WXY, then we have done the bottom, right? So we have done the wave 2 or the B wave, okay, right here, and we are ready for the C to the upside or for the wave 3, 4, 5, okay, the bigger impulsive. So now the thing is, to get us start here in this, to get us start really to push high, we need to get 5 waves. Are these 5 waves? That's the real question. Okay, we have right now. This right here can be 5 waves. I don't like them so much, but this is valid. To be honest with you, the wave 2 here, as you can see, don't break the wave 1 on the other side. This is a wave 1 2. This is okay. Okay, this is not the best leading ever, but this is something possible. Okay, for a much bigger rise next on a daily time frame. We break the wave 1 route, as you can see here. But if you go, by the way, not the daily is here, but if you go on the weekly time frame, there is a time frame going to spot really here to determine if the wave 2 here breaks the wave 1 route or not. If we do, then this is not valid anymore. Okay, so the thing is, I'm talking about leading and stuff like that. What it means that if you here have 5 waves to the upside, then you are more likely normally going to take the highs next. Okay, so this right here is the most probable scenario. You have the 5 waves up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have in that case a leading. Then in that case, we can look for 2 different configurations. You know, it's exactly as, like what we got here on the bigger time frame. We'll have a 5 waves impulsive or a leading. Then in that case, we'll have a bigger wave 1, 2, 3, or 5, or bigger A, B, C. Okay, I really hope that makes sense. So in that case here, if we have exactly the same, we have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What we can look for here simply a bigger A, B, C, or a bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, much bigger price action. Okay, so that's why here these are the possible wave you can look for right now. If the B is 90%, but again this is a higher time frame, so this is fine. Normally the B should not retrace and do some calculating to 90%, but this is a higher time frame, so for me it's valid. You know, it's like, for example, sometime normally, you know, the WXY have to be 38.20 X wave when you're in a very when you're in a strong, like, in a bear market to speak, you're like this and you're in a very big you're on such big time frames. It's okay, sometimes you do not retrace 38.2. okay, so it's really context dependent. That's something you really have to understand. And so here it's fine. Okay, so ABC zigzag in that case, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm placing this with the waves, as you can see here, the ABC zigzag, not the 1, 2, 3, or 5, simply because I don't want to be too bullish, but be aware of that we can absolutely do this 3, 4, 5 to the upside. So now, what are the targets in that case of the C wave? If we have to push higher from here, and what are the small wave by the way? It's very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to make some 5 waves here to the upside. Exactly what we've got in the wave 1. Not necessarily a wedge, it can be an impulsive or an ending. Okay, so a wedge is this. We have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a wave 5. The wave 4 breaks the wave 1 top, stop between the wave 1 and the wave 2. Yes, it's possible. This is a leading or an ending. Again, the small are a bit different. Leading is in a wave or in a wave 1. Ending is in a wave 5 or in a wave C. Okay, a C wave here. By the way, a wave of a zigzag, not a flat, extremely important. If you want to learn more, by the way, about a wave, you just have to go and check out the website, MOONCHARTS.fr. You have all the courses you need there too, for absolutely free, by the way, on the ABC zigzag, ABC flat impulsive retracement tool, extension tool, so you know exactly how to place all this on the waves. But anyway, here, wave, the C wave targets here, you can pull the extension tool from the A wave root to the A wave top, okay, to the B wave bottom. Okay, so from here, you can pull your correction targets. MC extension, as always, is it the most probable to stop before the A wave top? No, so we look more likely the target that is not truncated. If we stop before here with a C, before the A wave top, then it's a truncated wave, and as always, it is less probable in terms of probability to do this. So we're going to look for minimum normally the 120 extension. So this is the first target for in this configuration. Then we'll have the 123, and we'll have the 1618. These are really the targets you have to be aware of. Okay, I'm gonna give you some more accurate targets next, really, so you can really know exactly where you have to look for high probability trades. I'm gonna do this after I'm done with the waves. But yeah, so this is the first possible configuration. Now, if we are in an impulsive, you just have to pull your impulsive targets, right? So you pull your 120 extension. That is again, this will be a relief with a leading here if it pulls, because otherwise it's not really possible. It will be a bigger leading here, okay, like this. So bigger, a bigger leading, a wedge here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to really make a bigger after that. Yes, you understood, I think. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or as always, A, B, C. Okay, but yeah, for now I'm gonna stay with the impulsive. Not gonna make it too complex. And so if we're in the impulsive here, bam, we can, by the way, pull the wave so we can really see everything here. Bam, 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 perfect. So wave 3 has always most common target is a 1618. Now, if this was a bottom, we're going to go much higher, I mean, really, really higher than this. So these are all the targets really you have to be aware of. So 1618 is the most probable. Then we'll have the 28%, then we'll have the 2618, then we'll have the 3618, and then we'll have the 423.6. Okay, these are all the targets you have to be aware of. Now, yeah, if we stay with most common targets, 1618 normally should be the first, I mean the stop. Now, yeah, the wave 3 was very big, so I will not be surprised to push higher than this, to be honest with you. And if I'm not mistaken, we don't have really big resistance over there. But anyway, yeah, normally it come more around the 2618. So I'll be more looking for the 2618 as the 1618. But yeah, still be aware of that. Normally, this is the most probable target when you're using a wave. So anyway, here you can pull a retracement then from the wave 3 top to the wave 2 bottom, or from the wave 2 bottom to the wave 3 top. As always, it depends if you reversed your tool in your settings here. Personally, I did, so from the top to the low. Okay, from here you add the wave 4 targets. Bam, you add your 23.6, 31, 32, that is the MC fib, and MC fib, and then you just have to add the 38.2. We'll have done a 90% retracement, so we are going to look for the 23.6 as always. Sorry, it's bigger the wave 2 is, smaller the wave 2, the wave 4 gonna be. From here we pull the third clear of the extension tool, bam, on the wave 4 bottom, and we just have to add the wave 5 target. So wave 5 here, we can look for, first of all, the 618, which will be the minimum we can reach. Then we can look for the 120 extension, 1618 and 2618 maximum target. If we start breaking above here, then it means that simply we have done a bigger wave 3 and we're not at all in a wave 5. We are doing an extension in the wave 5, but I mean, it will take more wave 3 to be fair, if we're in this configuration. So these are all the targets really for the wave 5. So if we're in this configuration, normally we should reach minimum $0.05323 on this asset. Okay, so yeah, these are the two different configurations you understood. So impulsive here to the upside, but again I will look for something a bit higher here to the upside, because this is the wave 1 to here was really big. And otherwise, yeah, the ABC zigzag. So these are the most probable wave we can look for at the moment on this asset. Now, yeah, this I'm going to show you the next. I'm going to show you here next the less probable possible wave in case we have to go more down from here. Okay, just really in case we have to go more down from here. I'm gonna delete that, by the way. In case we have to drop once more, what wave we can take still, okay? What we can take here in case we have to do one more push to the downside, to so in that case something less probable, okay? So it's very simple. You know, we have a WXY down here. So what we can take if we make one more new low, a WXY X and Z, right? WXY X and Z. We just add one more X and a Z wave to the downside. We just have to add two more waves to the WXY. It may get a bit more complex, but again, this is something possible. In that case, what are the targets here below we have to be aware of, right? We cannot pull the extension tool from the W rule to the W bottom to the second X wave top to find the Z wave targets, simply because we will get the first target below zero. As always, it's not possible to go below zero, right? So what we can do here is simply add the levels. Okay, so I'm gonna really show you all the targets now you have to be aware of, really, even on the lower time frame here, medium time frame, really higher. So we're really going to look next for the impulsive buys with more probable scenarios, so we can really see where we are more likely going to stop for any impulsive. But yeah, first of all, here to the downside, here are the levels I will be aware of. So yeah, you have a lot of levels you can see here, but yeah, above you have a bit more. But yeah, these are the targets really. If we have to go more down, I will be aware of. So if we take out the lows here, we can look for a kind of swing failed pan or failed auction. So as always, a swing failed pan. It's just when you, for example, you have let's say you have we have an example? Yeah, here, perfect, on that top. You have a high. You just take this price high with only a wick. You leave the price high, as you can see, you leave this high here, you have this high, you leave this high with only a wick. This is a swing failed pan. A failed auction is this, for example, you have a wick, you get acceptance above, you spend some time above the previous wick, you start forming something bearish on the order flow, for example. Right here, okay, you, for example, start forming some bearish data on the order flow. If you want to get more about the order flow, you can just join the daily updates every day at 10 a.m. I'm live on YouTube at 10 a.m. by the way. Oh yeah, I was saying that I was reading the order flow at the same time, sorry. So yeah, to update Bitcoin, to give you my plan really. And yeah, I'm reading a bit the order flow and doing stuff like that. Otherwise, you can just go out as always and check out the MOONCHARTS website. You have everything in here. But yeah, so yeah, if we start forming something bearish and we're going to look for the retracement, in that case, that's a failed auction, not a swing failed pan. This right here is a swing failed pan. This right here is a failed auction. So this is something we have to check all the time. When you take a low, when you take a high, if you have some confluence close by. Okay, I mean, not all the time if you have some confluence close by, but here, yeah, we do have some confluence close by, so we definitely have to look at this. So here in that case, we'll have to look for a possible swing failed pan of the low, big wick down, come back up, okay, or maybe stop before the 71, for example. And otherwise, failed auction, we just get acceptance, if you can say that, low here, spend some time, and then bam, we form something bullish, and we come back up here. Okay, this will be the first target. In case we really have to go more down, I'm not going to tell you have to buy now. You do whatever you want. Okay, this is absolutely, you decide. I think if you're watching this video, it's because you already hold this coin. Okay, now if you want to buy now, you buy now. You do whatever you do really as you want. Now in case we have to go more down, this is a first target, and the second target here come. So first target, sorry, it's from $0.0080. Okay, and the low of this target is $0.069, and if we start breaking this price, we're simply normally going to look for and expect the price normally should come here around, so 0.046 down to 0.034. And if we start breaking this, and we can look for the next monthly, but these are the most probable targets for now to the downside. We'll have to be aware of in case we'll have to go more down. Okay. Yep, so let me just now show you the targets above. So yeah, this is in case we do, as you understood, the WXY XNZ. Okay, this is in case we do the WXY XNZ down, so you know exactly where you have to look for a possible buy. If you want, by the way, to know more about how you can, I mean, if you have or not, really, if you can say that, if you have or not to buy these targets, you just have to go here on the YouTube channel, scroll down a bit, and you will find this video right here. Don't buy here, buy here. It's named, I wish I known that before investing in crypto. This is a strategy really, if you can say that, to buy the targets. Okay, so you know more likely if you have to or not. But anyway, so that was the targets here to the downside. Now we can remove this minimum time frame number 2, take this minimum time frame number 1, you know, if we have to be in this push to the upside. Of course, there are some targets in between plans, simply because we of course have to be aware of something that gonna go, for example, where, I mean, even for example, if this is just for a small pullback, these are some high probability trades target. Okay, these are some really strong big target. Of course, we can absolutely go through. In that case, normally we should just keep pushing hard, otherwise normally flip to support. If we flip to support, there's just no reason at all to take a short on this. Okay, I'm not saying you have to short every single red squares I'm going to plan. No, to buy every single green square, no, absolutely not. You have to check what's happening in there. You have to use smaller wave count, determine if this is a good short or not. Okay, but these are the high probability targets you can look for a trade. So first of all, we have this target. Again, I'm more looking like that can be a short, that also can be a short, right? But I'm more looking for if we have to rise higher, okay, and if we have to go more down, not really planning in this section right here of the chart, right? I'm planning for higher or lower, so you can, if we move, you know exactly where you have to look for something. So this will be the first target, so between $0.01731 up to the swing third pan clear of that top. If there is no swing third pan here of failed auction, we're simply going to look, so we can look for the weekly, but I will prefer personally this monthly with a value high in the 6.66% just above. If there is nothing again in there, we're simply going to more likely make a new high. This value high is very, 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 very strong, okay, so really be aware of that value high level. And if there isn't nothing real of this, we just, for example, get acceptance above here and do this, then we're just going to make a new high. But if we break this, I will prefer to make a new high than to stop here, to be honest. So if we make a new high at the end of the, I think we have to look for a swing failed pan or a failed auction. So swing failed pan, just a week, failed auction, spend some time and then retrace, and we form something bearish here, okay? And if there is nothing here, you can see that we have absolutely nothing above. So if we really don't do a failed auction here or swing failed pan, we should see much more higher prices to come. So here, first, I will still be aware of this 1618. We do have a bit of confluence with this. Okay, so if we really push high with no swing failed pan or failed auction, we're simply going to look for this 1618 fib right there. Okay, so it's at $0.0479. If we start breaking this, then we're more likely going to look towards this target. Sorry, so yeah, this target here, that is the between the weekly and the monthly, with this nice value high level, so to speak, between $0.70 up to $0.076. If we start breaking this, we're simply going to look for the next target that comes from is around the weekly here, up to the value high, so 0.09 up to almost 0.1, by the way. And if we start breaking this, then we don't have some major resistance above, so we are more likely going to look for a new high to be made. Okay, if we really get acceptance above here with no swing failed or anything, yes, we do have some weekly here, but the best way to come back to make one more push to the upside. So yeah, these are sorry, these are the best targets clearly, where you can expect to possibly get something. Again, you are not going to get something in every square, but you can get something. I mean, most of the time you're going to get some reaction in there. That's why I'm placing these targets for you. So yeah, that's it really for me for today. So you have now the best targets you can get on this. You have also the let me just remove all of this. You have also the waves on this, the more likely ones and the less probable ones in case we have to do something less probable. So you're absolutely ready for the next possible moves, the next possible move that is going to happen on this market. If we go down, you know where we go and what to do, okay, you know what to expect, and if we push up, you know which way to take, what trade we can expect, and what price, right? That's pretty cool. So as always, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like, to subscribe to the channel, to turn on notifications. If you also can, as always, it helps a lot. So if you can write some comments down below, feel free. It's a real pleasure as always to answer, to read you and to answer you. And yeah, of course, it helps, as I said, because yeah, it helps with your YouTube algorithm. But anyway, thank you all for watching, take care, and catch you all in the next one. Cheers.